guys, time for another Steven Universe episode review, and this time I actually have the artist's name. I found the artist who went along with this fan art pick, and that is Sugar Lee Go-Go. So, there you go, there's the artist's name. Wanted to give a shout out, because I always feel bad, whenever I find these on the internet, I try my best to find the artist's name on Tumblr or wherever, and I usually end up short because the internet kind of passes shit around to the point of ad nauseum, so I don't know. Sometimes I can't get the artist's name, but this time I was fortunate enough to find it. Yay! Anyway, also, before we get started, can we just talk about something real quick? That being, the, sudden change. Like, seriously, this was supposed to show at 7, and then suddenly it went to 7:30 because there was this massive Teen Titans Go. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm glad I was aware of this and reset my DVR before, instead of watching, that god-awful Teen Titans Go Powerpuff Girls crossover, I instead managed to watch something awesome. So, yay. Anyway, let's get started with this episode review. Finally. Oh, one more thing I want to say to CW. Cartoon Network. Get your shit together. Get it all together. Just get your shit into one place and get it together. Get your shit together, Cartoon Network. Anyway, so let's talk about this episode. And this is the return of one of the Rubies, Navy. And Navy wants to be part of the Crystal Gems. And Steven is all happy about it. Now, it's kind of funny that this episode is... It almost felt like a episode of Batman the Animated Series or Justice League Unlimited. And let me explain why. It kind of follows the same story patterns of those episodes where someone wants to say they've joined a team, one of the members has suspicions about them, and they're usually right. So that's what it kind of felt like here, and usually that person is Batman. Whenever, we get to see someone switch sides, there's always that one person who's a little too cautious, and then they're like, yeah, I was right the whole time. So that's kind of what this episode was all about. So the Ruby, Navy, my god, when that change happened, wow. Anyway, so this was unexpectedly a Lapis episode. Yeah, this turned into an unexpected Lapis episode. Also, I love all the Lapidot moments. All of the Lapidot! Like when, Peridot and Lapis are sitting on the tractor watching the sun go up and saying, "Wish upon a star," and I'm like, "Oh, you're not wrong." And there's also the moments where, like, when Lapis is getting angry over the fact that Navy is, adjusting to Earth faster than she could, and Peridot is the first one to react. And I was like, "Aw, this is why this ship is so big." Yeah, but it's a nice little slice of life episode, but at the same time there's much more to it. And it kind of sucks because there is that thing that we go back to even when we thought Peridot wasn't going to get redeemed. In that, remember what Garnet said is that some people just cannot be, some people just can't be redeemed. Ruby's one of that people, and that was kind of evil when Navy admitted to saying, I could have done that. I could have just taken the ship after crashing landing back on Earth. But I wanted to, betray all your feelings. And she takes on this insane look, like, I was saying to myself, okay, Navy just went full yandere. All hands on deck. So they're all admittedly terrible. So the Rubies are all collectively terrible. That's wonderful. And now Ruby has the ship again. And let's talk about that real quick. That Navy... The Ruby, one of the Rubies has taken control of the ship again. That means, A, Navy, I'm getting tongue-tied here, Navy is going to probably find the other Rubies scattered throughout the solar system, in our solar system, and then either A, come back down to Earth to fight, or B, the more scarier option, go back to Homeworld and tell Yellow Diamond, you know, there's some crystal gems there, the Earth isn't blown up, Jasper's missing, there you go. So that's one of those two things is going to happen. Either, like I said, A, they're going to, you know, after getting all the rubies together, Navy and the rest of the rubies are either going to A, come back down to Earth for a fight, or B, and this is the more likely option, is go back to Homeworld and tell Yellow Diamond, hey, you know that planet you don't like? It's still there. The cluster's gone. Yeah, let's go. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, shit gonna hit the fan very soon. And we're probably gonna get emotionally destroyed in next week's episode, which is going to be Lion 4 alternate ending, so wondering how that's going to play out. What else did I want to say about this episode? Oh, I loved Lapis's whole thing where after Navy steals the ship, she starts busting out laughing, and everyone's like, "What are you doing? She got the ship," and she's like, "I knew it! I was right! No one is that emotionally adjusted!" I was like, Lapis, god damn it. Yeah. Batman would be probably doing the same thing, except minus the laughing. And I really did like the message that Lapis just cannot deal with the fact... It's not that, you know, they were former enemies, it's that, you know... And keep in mind this was before the betrayal, is that she, you know, dealt with thousands of years of psychological trauma, and they had multiple conflicts with the Rubies, and apparently, and from what it looked like, Ruby was totally fine with it, and she was more angry at herself than anything else, to, because she thought there's something wrong with me. If I can't be that well adjusted, what hope is there for me if I'm still dealing with this shit? I can't move past it, and yet she can just do that like a light switch. So I really liked that. It became an unintentional Lapis episode, and I loved it. So, all in all, really good episode. Now I'm really curious to see where this is going to go next, because like I said, guys, the Rubies have the ship again. Oops. Also, Navy, you bitch. That was just cold-hearted what you did. Eyeball was direct. You went full, you psychologically just ninja'd everyone. So anyway, guys, you guys comment below. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.